everyone, welcome once again to my vlog. This is Alice and I'll be discussing about pirated software usage today. Well, using pirated software for commercial purposes is definitely very risky and a bit more unforgivable because it's being used to income generating purposes. But with regard to personal usage of these pirated softwares, I would say I'm actually guilty of it before. I used to have an HP laptop, which I bought I think 2007 or 2008. And when you buy the license MS Office software for it, I think at the time it cost around $100 already. And then the store owner was the one who actually offered me to install a cracked version of it, and I really didn't know that it was wrong at that time, so I did allow it to be installed in my HP laptop. And quite honestly, I really did not realize that using those cracked versions are wrong until I got myself enrolled to UP again when I came back to school in 2015. And that's when we started to talk about copyrights and about these pirated issues that's being abused by commercial and personal users. Well, maybe each one of us has our own version of using these pirated software, in the past, or maybe until now some of us do. Well, basically, if you ask people around why have they resorted to using these pirated versions or cracked versions of the software, they always would tell you one thing: because the original one is very, very expensive and the cracked inexpensive versions are available, and most of the time it's even free of charge if you buy the machines from them. So I'm really talking about the store owners or the store sales representatives that would actually sell you the product together with a cracked version of it for free. And I remember that it's even a selling point for them to say, like, buy this and it comes and we could offer you with a free application or a free software. So that's really a great deal that even bring the sales to the door. So it's really a question of whether it's wrong or right to be using the pirated software versions because we're a poor country. We're a poor country. So is that a good excuse? Well, technically speaking, it's just like if you put that situation in yourself, it's like cooking your own food with your own recipe, and then people would use your recipe without your permission and then earn from it, right? So I think whether it's the recipe or it's the software, it's really never right to be using something that's not authorized for you or something that you have not paid for. It's still stealing. Well, technically, people would resort to using the pirated versions because of the price. So I do think that the government needs to provide more support for these products to be affordable, more affordable for the people, because it definitely can translate to productivity and eventually more income. And I guess no matter how much education we bring to the people about, it's wrong to use pirated versions, it's never going to stop, because there will be students that don't have the capacity to buy for the original versions, and there would be a lot of employees or people in general that earn very little to afford the original versions of the software. Well, aside from probably the government also setting a budget for more affordable software, they could also incentivize the business owners who are buying these softwares for their businesses. Probably. Or maybe if the government could support a software development company to do similar versions of that, then I think it would be good. But anyway, to the discussion of whether using those pirated versions are right or wrong, I think it's really wrong. And no matter how we put it, it's never really right to use something that's not yours. So either you need to ask permission or you need to buy it in order for you to use it. Anyway, that's just my own version, and I know you have a lot of things to say about it too. I'll see you again next week. Bye.